missed you guys.
I miss none of you. Except
I
for
miss
Brian.
you guys.
and
Hey guys,
Doggo.
LNG selects poolside.
We are currently filming the podcast while the T1 versus LNG game is happening behind the camera.
What
which
is that, Hunter? For the people
The
who don't
League
know.
of Legends World Championship quarterfinal match.
So by the time you guys are watching this, T1 would have won.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Do not fucking
Don't
curse
jinx
it.
If you're a video watcher, if you're on YouTube watching us, Bryant is wearing his T1 jersey.
T1 baby.
He's a big T1 fan. The team that I wanted to win is out of the tournament.
They're fucking
Obviously,
out, baby.
Yeah, they got destroyed 3-0, so that was unfortunate.
What was the team,
By
Hunter?
by the easiest team.
By the easiest team. Well, we
of
don't
the
know yet. We don't know
quarterfinals.
yet.
No, we
should
know.
wait and
We
see.
know.
We have to wait and see. What if they make? What
We
if they
have
make a big
seen
run?
them play.
What if
They
they
are
make a big run?
No.
I'm just saying.
No.
Might
We
be a
gotta wait and
DRX
see.
situation.
Yeah, might be a DRX situation.
All I'm saying is Hunter said that's the team he wanted to win, which just goes to show again. Hunter with just bad takes.
No, it's called being a loyal fan.
expectations.
A loyal fan.
Unrealistic expectations.
No, because any girl out there should know that I'm gonna be loyal because I've stuck with the shittiest League of Legends team in history for the last 12 years.
He's not. He's not lying.
He's not lying.
When the times
But,
get rough, I double down.
Oh my god.
That team doesn't exist anymore.
yeah, neither does my. Never mind.
Neither does his girl.
Neither does my girl. Yeah, so we've been gone for 2 weeks. One of them, I'm gonna say just was a natural occurrence. Shit happens. The second one was definitely my fault.
Yes.
What happened?
So we missed the last week. What did we miss? Because I think you were out. You were also out of town, right?
No.
Or you were out of
The
town.
first one
no,
was
the first
because
one
I was
because
sick as
he
a
was
dog.
sick as a dog
He was
and
sick.
Doggo wasn't here.
I thought you were
And
also out
no.
of town.
No, I went out of town this weekend.
Yeah,
I just came back and now I'm here.
that's true.
No.
Welcome
So
back.
what happened was Doggo was away.
Yep.
He got really, really sick, and I was like,
And you
Hunter.
had midterms.
I was like,
I had
Hunter,
midterms,
do you want to
that's
do
what it
something?
was.
And you said, I got
Yeah.
midterms. That's just study.
That's true.
And then last week,
And then last week was my birthday party, which we hyped up on the show for like 2 weeks. And you know, I
Wouldn't know
I feel
anything
like
about
I should have known. I feel like I should have known that I was not gonna be able to do a podcast the next day. But I felt confident. I was like, we'll just start late. I'll get to sleep all day. It'll be perfect. And I didn't wake up till like 6:30 because I didn't go home till like noon the next day. So
wait, how long did you guys stay after karaoke?
we went to karaoke, then we walked around for a little bit, then we did the Hejangguk, and then
Oh, okay, you guys ate after.
yeah,
okay,
and then
okay,
I went home and I didn't fall asleep for a little bit because I was just like in that second wind of being awake. I was like, well, I'll probably just stay up all day and reset my sleep schedule.
Mhm.
And then I laid down at like noon, and I was like, I'll take like a 2-hour nap, 4-hour
Yeah,
nap
right.
before the podcast. And
So next time, just message us that you're going to sleep now.
yeah, I'll just warn. I'll be like, hey, I'm gonna take a nap, but if I don't wake up,
Ruined my Sunday.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, that one's
I
on me.
texted like, "What time are we doing the podcast?"
Yeah.
No answer, and I'm like, "No, I'm not going. If you're not
Yeah.
gonna tell me early enough, I'm not going. Because
Yeah,
like
no, that's
I
fair.
need to leave 2 hours ahead of time.
Uh-huh.
From
No,
my
yeah, no,
place.
I think that's fair. But yeah, last week was on me. But Dogger was out, so we wouldn't have had him anyway.
Yeah, man, it's a
Unfortunately,
shitty
we
ass
missed-
party.
Yeah, so where do we want to start? We kind of gotta talk about what we've been doing for the last 2 weeks. I think we probably all have some stories.
Nope.
I know I
nothing.
got some.
What I've been doing for the past month is just exercising like I said I would. Fuck yeah.
Ooh.
6 days.
You've been posting
Yeah, 6 days a week.
for the people who follow him on Instagram.
And if you don't follow me on Instagram,
To be
follow
honest,
me on Instagram.
to be honest, you could just post a picture of something and just say
Oh,
day
trust.
13.
No, I go. Trust.
It's like a picture of fucking beer, and you
They
say,
are.
day 13.
It's I don't know. It's really
Decided
fun
to
just
reward
go.
myself after a hard
Yeah,
day working
yeah,
out.
exactly.
So how are you
This is
feeling?
like I kept on saying this is like the second time I've been drinking in October. It's not October anymore.
True, we're almost at the
Yeah.
end of the year. It's actually crazy.
And I'm going to be traveling again.
Yeah, what's your next
Oh,
destination?
it's a secret.
It's a secret.
Wait, really?
That's what you said.
My next destination?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's the next destination.
Oh, wait,
Oh.
the next. Okay. What's the next then?
No, it's just Iceland. It's going
Oh.
for Christmas.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I want to go home for Christmas or not. I got big news. I can't really share it on the podcast because it's not really official, but it's job related. So
Then
why
you
the
shouldn't
fuck
bring
did-
it up right
then
now.
why the
then.
fuck did you say it?
No, I'm just saying I can talk a little bit about it. It's just job related. I might have something happening soon, and so I'm trying to decide
Wait,
like
why can't you say it?
because it's not confirmed. I don't want to overhype it and jinx myself.
You
out of it.
called me and you were hyping the
I mean,
shit
it's
up
like
it was
99%
confirmed.
confirmed, but it's just a matter of getting to the day and signing the contract and making sure nothing changes between now and then.
Okay.
But
I
it
mean,
would
it would
be
be
a,
funny if he
it,
said
it'll
it
be
here and
working
then
at
it's like,
a
nah.
yeah, it'd be working. It'll be working at a production studio, which I'm very excited for. But I don't want to go into the details that I gave you about like.
Do they know that you have a podcast?
No, I didn't tell them.
Good, because then they'll find out you don't do fucking anything for production. Jesus. They're gonna be like, this is the guy we're hiring. His podcast says add a picture, and he's added nothing.
Well, yeah, that's fair. But yeah, so I'm trying to decide if I'm going to go back. But how was your last trip?
So I just came back from Bali with I met 5 of my Icelandic friends there, and we rented like a big ass villa, and we just stayed there, drank some coffee,
Did yoga in the morning.
did yoga in the morning. Hey,
I saw your
yeah, we
pictures. I was
actually-
like,
we actually did it.
this guy goes with his Icelandic friends, and they do yoga in the morning.
We woke
Man,
up,
I was so jealous.
we woke up at 6 a.m. every morning.
I'm not jealous
Really?
anymore.
Yep.
Wait,
Every morning.
actually?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Just chilling. We weren't really drinking
I don't believe that part. But
until
They
the,
weren't drinking at yoga. Huh?
Ah.
Please to finish that sentence.
Not until we had our yoga and we had our relaxation time. Then we went out a little bit.
yeah,
That's a story for another time.
gotcha. For the Patreon, maybe.
For the Patreon, I think.
Yeah, we. Oh my God, Faker's insane. We're gonna be distracted by this game. I can already tell.
No, you are. Keep talking.
Sorry. Yeah. So you came back, and are you happy to be back? Are you? Do you miss
No,
Bali?
I
Was this
kinda-
your first time?
No, it's my 3rd time.
Flex over here.
But yeah, it was nice. I want to go back. I don't want to be here. It's winter here. It's like,
You were complaining about the weather as we were walking by the subway. You're like, oh, it's so gloomy. It's like Icelandic weather.
But then I'm here in like in summer in Korea. I'm like, it's fucking too hot. Where's the winter?
Yeah.
But it's when you're on vacation, it's nice. Not when you're working.
Did you have to do any work while you were over there?
Yeah, every day.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah.
But it was fine. It's just I worked during the peak hours of like the heat.
No, that's nice. Glad you had fun. Brandon, how was your trip this weekend?
This weekend? Fuck, man, there was nothing. I went to Ichon. And there's just
Ichon or Incheon?
No,
Okay.
every time.
Every time.
Incheon with minus the end.
Well, it's because I used to work near Ichon, and I would always say, "Oh yeah, I work at Ichon," and people would be like, "You work at
Wait,
Incheon?"
why did you work near Ichon?
That's when I worked at the izakaya.
Oh, how
Not,
was it?
not Incheon, Ichon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
This
Why
was
so
before
far?
we
Jeez,
met.
damn.
It's kind of like asking like,
So far?
Yeah.
Korea, north or south?
What do you mean?
It's like an hour away, but
No.
it's just
What?
Ichon in
On
Gyeonggi.
line- No, on line 4.
Oh
It's
no.
2 stops up from
I went to
Sadong-yok.
Ichon-shi.
Oh, no.
Or
Ichon
Gun.
Yok.
Ichon
Sorry.
Gun. I don't know if it's a shi or
It's
Gun
2
or-
stops down from Seoul Station.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
in the
no,
middle of Seoul.
not that. No, 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 no,
I
no.
was like, what do you mean? It's not that
No,
far.
okay.
There's a
So
station
I,
called
no, I-
Icheon as well.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Gyeonggi, Ichon-shi.
Yeah, so that's whenever I
Yeah.
said it, people were like, "You mean the city? You mean Incheon?"
Okay,
I was like, no, the
okay,
station.
yeah,
They're like, "Oh, there's
no.
nothing there." Apparently, it's very like Japanese, foreigner heavy. So there's my friend had a izakaya there.
Ah,
So,
okay,
yeah,
no.
it was nice. What'd you do this weekend? Anything
Wait, I
fun,
didn't tell
Brian?
my story.
Oh,
about the-
sorry.
About the
Yeah,
fucking rural place. There's
ruler place.
rural,
Rural. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
rural countryside. There's just nothing to do. Yeah, that's my
Tennessee.
story.
So what'd you go for?
Yeah,
Oh,
I just chose a place. I haven't traveled a lot since moving to Seoul, and that was one of the things I did when living down south. Just always going to a new town, a new city, a new place.
Mhm.
So I was like, let's do that. Lauren, let's get on a bus and just go. And so I chose somewhere random, looking at the map, and that's the place. Yeah. So there was like
nice trip for 2.
a giant ass museum, pretty cool museum.
Yeah.
That is on the opposite side of the city from the bus station. And takes a 20-minute walk. That's how small the city is. I
Wow.
walked through an entire city in 20 minutes.
Would you go back, or would you?
No.
Okay, I'm about to say.
I would recommend it next year, May,
Why?
when the museum opens up again.
Oh.
So that's
mu-
the only thing to do there.
The museum. There's only one thing to do, and the museum was closed.
You must have really ran out of cities.
Well, but
Yeah.
at least you got to kind of get some fresh
No,
air.
It was
out of the
fun.
city.
Fresh air, and it sort of reminded us of our old countryside city
Oh,
where
yeah.
there's just nothing. So it was kind of nostalgic doing nothing.
That's nice. I started a new job this week. Actually, I am now the newest server at Vatos Tacos.
Oh, so you can give all your chicks.
Nice
Which is
discounts
what
for
I,
his
which is
chicks.
why I applied. But I talked to someone today actually, and I asked, I was like, so what's the deal like? Because I don't work long enough to get a break, so there's not a reason for me to get meals like for free or anything. But I figured, oh, we probably get like an employee discount, like 20% or something. And I asked her, she was like, I don't know, I've been working here 3 months, I've never gotten a discount. And I was like, oh, interesting. So I guess I don't get taco discounts.
That's weird.
Yeah, which is
Unlucky.
unfortunate. Yeah, that is unlucky.
Actually, I was kind of lucky.
Speaking of unlucky, I have a fucking crazy ass story to tell you guys.
Let him tell his story about what he did.
Well, this is about my week.
Screw you and your week. You were about to ask him first.
I was going down.
No, give us your story, Hannah. I'm fucking with you.
So my first day of work was yesterday as I'm filming this podcast. And I go in, and it's at the one in Jamshil Tower, or the Lotte Tower, which is like the big shopping mall in Korea. And I go in, I'm having a great day. My trainer's training me. We're going good. There's a lot of customers coming in and out. And at one point, I go to clean this table. And suddenly, I hear behind me, Hunter? And I turn around to see my ex-girlfriend
Which one?
from like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be the spicy one.
No,
I thought it was
no,
gonna
it
be
wasn't the spicy one.
No, it was.
But I see suddenly I turn around. It's my ex-girlfriend from 2 years ago. She like stands up, runs over, and gives me a hug. And I'm like, oh my God, like this is crazy. Like, why are you here? And she's like, oh, I'm here with my boyfriend. I'm like, oh. 안녕하세요. I said hi to him. He's Korean. And he just kind of looked at me like this like demon stare. He was like, why is my girlfriend hugging this guy? And I'm like, oh, hi.
Hugging this white demon.
Yeah, and so I walk away and I just go in the back and I'm like, what is the fucking odds of my first day at work, my ex-girlfriend and her boyfriend walking in? And I texted her later and I was like, well, that was crazy, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, did you tell your boyfriend like who I am? And she was like, oh yeah, but after I told him, his mood got really bad. And I was like, yeah, understandably. They were going to Lotte World, which is like a big thing, so.
Yeah, his day was ruined.
But I was just like, I felt, it was one of those days
why
like,
though?
yeah, not really,
Meaning the
but.
white devil.
But it was just so funny to me. I was like, what are the odds that happens on my first day of work? So now I was just like, what's going to happen on my second day?
So what did happen?
Nothing happened today,
Oh, no, no,
luckily.
no. You cried. That's what.
I cried?
This man worked 2
Oh my
days and he was
God.
posting on Instagram.
Just
Long
I
day at
wanna-
work. Need a beer. Need to keep
Just
my
want a
feet
beer.
back. The man had
Bro.
2 days of work in his life.
If I was her boyfriend, I would grab the quesadilla and just like rub it on the table. Be like, hey, busboy, clean.
Oh my God.
Do one of these.
Fuck yeah. Absolutely.
No, after I told the other people, I was like, this is so crazy. Like, it's my ex. They were like, okay, we'll take the food. Don't worry. You don't have to go to the table.
Aw,
And I
that's
was like,
nice.
Good
I was
progress.
like, I don't care. Cause like the thing is I hung out with her 2 months ago. Like we just went out for a drink like 2 months
Huh.
ago. No, not like that. Like we're still very friendly with each other. And
Oh.
so
Okay.
not friendly, but we're friendly,
Friendly,
to
that's
each
what
other.
it
friendly.
So it was fine for me.
Let me
I think it
ask.
was just awkward to
Did you take it for tacos?
No, the last time she took me out for samgyeopsal.
I thought you were gonna say she took me out for tacos.
Oh, then she means business.
I'm trying to think, did we ever have tacos together? No, we had like this weird relationship where I don't know. She just has a really nice job and travels a lot, makes a lot of money, and she always wants to do expensive things. And I am a poor college student, and I was like, told her I was like, I'll be honest with you, I can't afford all this stuff you want to do, and I don't want to be like boring for you. I was like, I just think we're not in the same place at the moment, so it's probably better if we're just friends. And we both agreed, like, oh, that's probably better.
What a mature guy.
It was very mature.
What happened to that guy?
Yeah, what happened to
that's,
that guy?
That's the
I mean,
first,
we only
the
dated for
first
like
question I had.
literally. I think it was less than 2 months. It was not a very long time. So
But what happened to that guy?
he's still here. The game has started.
Yeah,
And
game
so,
has started.
And so all attention we had from Brian that was here before is
Make
now
him talk
over.
quickly. Make him talk quickly.
So Brian, what did you do this weekend?
I had
See how I stalled it so that when he would have to do it in the game.
I had an absolutely exhilarating weekend. I
Going
sat
to work.
Nah,
weekend.
Oh, weekend. Sorry.
Yeah,
sat on the bench.
I sat on a bench for 10 hours
What?
Ah, yeah.
getting my tattoo.
Oh,
That was
another
it.
one.
So you went for
Not just
session-
once, but
You went for session
Twice. I went
yesterday,
today
right?
too. Yeah, because he was like, yeah, if we stay until 9 p.m., maybe I can finish early tomorrow. And I'm like, fuck, okay. So yeah, he finished around maybe 2 or 3. No, it was around 3 today. And I went to get some Popeyes with some beer. Fucking great. Then I got the shirt.
No.
Support my team.
Did you buy that today?
Talk
Yeah,
about the
where
Popeye
at?
story.
Oh,
Tell us how young you are there, Brian.
oh yeah. So I went to Popeyes, and I just ordered this it's a light meal combo, which is basically wings, tenders, and a beer. And so when I go to pick up my food, she's like, passport, and I'm like,
What?
huh? And then she's like, and she signals the beer, and I'm like, okay, I got you.
This man got ID'd at
I
Popeye.
got
Wow.
ID'd at
Too
Popeyes.
young blood, baby.
Wow.
At Popeye.
Young
That's
blood,
great.
Out of all
baby.
places.
I honestly think they just ID everyone.
Yeah, it's one of those
blood,
things. They
baby.
probably have to.
Yeah.
We don't ID at my work, actually. I just realized that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've just been handing
Good
out
for you.
margaritas. I've just
good
been
for
hanging
you.
out margaritas
You can bring
all
all your
week.
friends. You can take all your friends, Hannah.
But I think it's, I think it's because it's one of those places that are like not really licensed to sell alcohol. So I don't know how it works, but yeah. Anyways, it was good. Had a nice beer. Had some food. Got my T-shirt. Supporting my team.
Where'd you buy the T-shirt at?
The T1 home base. They
He,
have a.
he
Nice.
skipped the whole fucking line and just went in.
Really?
Huh?
There was like a huge line.
Oh yeah,
But he just kind of walked in. And
yeah. But the line was like for the watching party. So like they're all waiting to go in, and they have like little tickets and shit. I just skipped the whole line, went past everyone, and then walked in. And yeah, it was weird because I didn't have to like say anything to anyone. Like, oh, I'm just going to the shop or something. I just walked in, and then, yeah, got the shirt. Was considering getting the jacket, but maybe next month when it actually gets colder.
If there's anything I've learned about being like around Koreans and like in a working space, it's like if the foreigner's doing something wrong, they feel so they don't know what to do. They're like,
Yeah.
what do I, how do I how do I tell them? Like someone literally that happened today.
But it wasn't, though.
A foreigner was like going to grab the water, and one of the other workers came up to me. He was like, hey, can you like go tell the like we'll give it to him. He just has to ask like we'll give it to him. And I was like, okay, I'll go tell them.
But it wasn't though. It was just I was going to the shop. They were going into like the PC Bung area that they were gonna have a
yeah.
show.
But it's a similar thing that happened with the beer. She's like,
Oh yeah.
passport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's just so funny too because actually on that note of age, today I met this new coworker. She's from France, and she asked me like, "Oh, or we were talking about something," and I said, "How old are you?" And she goes, "I'm old. I'm 25." And I was like, "You bitch." She was like, "What?" And I was like, "I'm 28." And she was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
So you're 30.
Sorry, I'm 30. Yeah, yeah. For some reason, at my birthday party, Brandon does the speech.
No, because someone else said you were
sorry.
30.
I wanted you to do the speech, and he gets up there and he's like, "We're here to celebrate Hunter's 30th birthday." Like what?
Because that's what someone made a joke about your
Yeah,
thing
someone-
in the group chat.
Yeah,
so I was
someone
like,
in the
I'll
group
go
chat
with it.
said that. And he just goes,
Yeah.
"We're here for Hunter's 30th birthday." I was like, "This is not my 30th birthday. Does this man know how old I am?" And then all night and afterwards, people have been saying, "Oh, Hunter, you're 30, right?" And I'm like, "No, I'm 28."
Ah, so people did listen. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely listened.
Oh my God! Did you see that?
I mean,
Oh!
I'm seeing this.
Oh!
Oh my God, Faker! What was that?
Nice try.
Hey, so at least it was not a solo kill.
Yeah, true. If you're not a League of Legends fan, I apologize for the randomness that is going to be happening throughout the next. How long do we have? 9 minutes of this podcast until our next break,
Oh my God. Wait, why 9 minutes?
because that's when the cameras reset and we have to take a break.
Ah, look at you doing math and keeping track of things.
I
Hannah.
know, I'm so good
Hey,
at it.
he's getting
He's
a
getting
job
ready
at a
for that
production
job,
company.
yeah, he's getting ready for that
I
job.
gotta step my shit up, you know.
We might finally start seeing progress.
You
Let
might.
us know what you want Hunter to do for this
By the
podcast.
way, I
And
do
he'll
want to
start doing
shout
it.
out that guy that did my tattoo today, because
Oh yeah.
Let's shout him out.
nice dude.
Tell him get a new chair.
Yeah, for sure.
Was it
Because like it was a
uncomfortable?
fucking stool. I was sitting on a stool for 10 hours yesterday.
Oh,
and like
that's what you
4
meant by
hours
that.
Today.
Gotcha.
But no, like his art was really nice, and he just generally really nice. Didn't really speak English or anything, but like really chill guy. And he told me that Korean people don't really go for his like art style, and that usually it's foreign people that always like contact him, or like abroad people are interested in his designs and stuff. So yeah, I want to shout him out. So
I think I've seen him
What's his,
randomly
what's
on
his
it.
Instagram?
Drop his Insta.
I mean, I already shared it in our group, but I'll put it, and we'll put it. in
No.
the group.
Hunter We'll fucking put his Insta right here.
Our production master.
I won't put it on screen, but it will be in the description below.
Oh, we'll
so
see.
There
check
you
out the
go.
description, and if you're on Spotify, go to YouTube and check it out.
Hey,
And maybe
Throw us a discount.
we'll share a picture of the tattoo later as well.
See,
Because
that's
it's still
the
wrapped
thing.
up right now.
Bro, if you just want to post stuff on our Instagram, you have the ID and the login. Just
I
log in
don't.
and post. You do have it. It's somewhere. Anyway,
I just want to see our reels.
just post.
That's
post
what I
whatever
want
you
to see.
Yeah,
on
that's what I wanna see.
Instagram.
So I actually was going to. This is actually a big announcement. I was at home. It was like 1 a.m. I couldn't sleep, so I was like, I'm gonna spend the next 3 hours making reels.
Did you?
Nope. I spent an hour and a half editing a video for our Patreon. So if you want to see some behind the scenes footage from our trip to eat the meats that we went on about a month ago now, it is now posted on Patreon for our Patreon listeners. Someone almost died in the video game. Anyone that's subscribed to our Patreon can check it out no matter what tier you are. So yeah, you can go there, and if you're a Patreon member, you can check that out right now. Or if you want to see it, go and check out our Patreon and subscribe.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
But people probably won't subscribe from this episode if they're listening to it, but hopefully the next one.
Yeah, we've got some new Patreon subscribers. I don't know if y'all saw. Our homegirl Lily subscribed
Wow.
to our Patreon,
How is Lily affording that? Lily, how are you affording this? Not that
and
we're expensive.
somebody else. I believe it's Dogger's friend because their name had weird dots over it.
No, definitely dog is friend.
Yeah, and Marcus also.
Oh yeah,
Boy
yeah.
Marcus, yeah. So thank you to our 3 new Patreon subscribers. Appreciate it.
I think before we go on a break, we should move on to one of our favorite segments.
Said something spooky.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
So we got a request, actually. I believe it was your parents, right?
It was
We
my
said
mother.
this last
It was
time,
my,
like-
it was
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
mother.
Yeah. Mentioned how much she missed the Ghost of the Week, and I responded, I'm so happy that it's not happening anymore.
No, she basks in your misery.
I mean, don't you all really at this
Wait, so
point?
no ghosts?
Kind of.
No. I'm saying before there was no
Oh.
ghosts. We didn't have any Ghosts of the Weeks, but of course Halloween came around, and of course the ghosts come
Spooky
out for
season.
Halloween, and we got some people. So actually, this is a story from my birthday party. There was a certain guest that was invited with the purpose of being introduced to me. It wasn't like setting us up or anything like that. Like it wasn't like,
But
hey girl, do you want to meet Hunter? It was just like, a Hunter, I'm gonna invite this girl. Are you interested in her? And I was like,
Who invited her?
It's like,
You
oh,
do.
she's female. I'm interested.
he had tried to get us to hang out all before, but she wasn't available that day. So he's like, oh Hunter, let's invite her to your party. And I was like, that's a great idea. I really want to meet her.
Oh, so Jungo did set him up. I had this question earlier.
In a way, he set me up, but it wasn't like a 2-way setup. It was
Okay.
a 1-way setup.
Oh, okay.
It was just like, a Hunter, I'm gonna introduce you to my friend, and good
Sounds
luck from
very
there.
wrong.
Yeah, that sounds.
That's a one-way setup.
No, it's
one-way
just like, I'm
setup.
gonna introduce you to my friend, and then it's all on you, kind of thing.
Okay.
And so I met her at my party, and I know where I fucked up. I know where I messed up on this. She got to the party, and I tried to play it cool, and I was like, "Hey, welcome to the party. I got a lot of shit going on, so take a seat." And yeah, whatever. And then I did my other stuff and was talking to everybody else. I should have just fucking gone and sat down with her and her friend and talked to them. That was where I fucked up.
But I mean, she followed you around quite a bit that night.
So at first, but that was at first. And I believe there was maybe another guy she might have met that she was interested in, because all the other foreigner guys that came, they all went and sat at her table and were talking to her for like the first hour and a half of the event. So I think I kind of blew my chance on that. But then redemption round came about around 1 a.m.
Yeah.
when we're all a little drunk. And like Brandon said, me and her walked around and talked, and it was just kind of us two for like an hour. And so I thought things were going pretty well. So I said, hey, can I walk you home? She said, yeah, I'd love for you to, because she lived really close to the party venue. So I walked her most of the way home, and then she said, like, okay, I'm pretty close. So, and I was like, okay, I'll head back to the party. She said, text me when you get back. I said, cool. And then before we left, I said, hey, I really liked hanging out with you tonight. If you're up for it, how about grabbing dinner next week? And she said, yeah, that sounds great. Text me when you get back to the party. I was like, cool. So I get back to the party, texting her a little bit, and it was around 4 a.m. I said, like, how's Thursday this time? Never read the messages. Still, to this moment, has not even read the message on Kakao.
Hey, maybe she had a heart attack.
She's viewed my fucking Instagram stories. She even replied to one of my Instagram stories.
Wait, which one?
Wait,
Shoot the
what?
shot?
It was just like a random. No, it was just a random story. No, she didn't reply to it. She just liked it. And then I had messaged her something on Instagram, replying to one of her stories, and she replied to me like, oh, because she was drinking makgeolli, and I said, have you ever tried green tea makgeolli? And she was like, no, what's that? And I said, oh, it's this like really famous makgeolli I had when I went to Hot Dog with my podcast, trying to kind of like throw out that I have a podcast.
Play it cool.
And then she'd be like, oh, well, you have a podcast? What? Like just like a random thing to kind of get conversation started. Never read that message. So I'm just left unsent, not left on read. Worse than left on read. She just won't even open my message. So yeah, I don't know. It's such a weird situation because I thought things were pretty good and she was giving off good vibes, but
My synopsis: boyfriend.
No, you know what I think?
it's something else, but I'll tell you after the podcast.
You know what I think is, why couldn't you wait to ask her out? Why did you have to do it at 4 a.m. like right after you guys?
It's not the
just
first time
met?
he's done this at 4
Like
a.m.
that to me looks
Not the first
desperate
time,
as
yeah.
fuck.
Really?
Yeah, dude. What do you mean?
I don't know.
really?
We had a nice walk home together, and I just
Yeah,
said
but
this was
I
fun.
think if it's
I'd like to
right
see you
away
again.
after that, it's fine.
right? Yeah.
But waiting
I don't know.
until 4 a.m.
Yeah, I think like
Wait, no.
I know you kept.
No,
chatting
I
about it.
walked her home at 2. And then when we were walking home is when I like suggested the
You
idea.
guys walked for 2 hours?
No, at 2 a.m. And then I went back to the party and we were just
I was gonna
texting
make a joke.
for a
Oh,
while.
okay.
And then we started talking about what day to hang out. And I said, how about Thursday at 6? Because I said, what day do you want to hang out? She said, what day's good for you? And then I said, Thursday at 6. And then she never read that message.
Why didn't you say it the first time?
I didn't realize we were going to fucking
We listen to you, Hunter. That's why we
judge
curious
every
about
little
these
nitpicky
things.
thing
Hell
of it.
yeah,
but
we do. Hell yeah, we do.
Hey, at
Well-
this point, we were trying to.
I think
Boyfriend.
it's not a boyfriend. I know that she has some type of
Some.
friend.
A some.
I don't think it's a some. I think it's a type of friend.
a situationship, as the younglings call it.
That would be closer to probably what it is.
Young
I think she has like a friends with benefits type situation.
A some. Isn't it called some?
Oh no,
Yeah,
some
it's
is like getting to know each other before dating.
Yeah. Because they're doing other stuff.
Yeah.
Isn't some?
Yeah.
Isn't some like you're not dating, but you're not
Yeah,
Yeah,
dating
that's
other
that.
people? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So some.
But it's a little bit different because it's. I think some usually implies that you're like on the way to dating.
Maybe they are.
Yeah, maybe. But from what I've been told, it's not that. So anyway.
Anyway,
Yeah, but that's my ghost of the week.
Unlucky.
I have 2 more, but I'll save them for the next 2 episodes.
Oh my god.
Save one for
No,
the
no, don't save it for
Patreon.
the next episode,
say
Hunter.
one for the Patreon. Yeah.
We're gonna have a whole week of more ghosts before. You can't keep stacking
No, I
them
got
up.
I gotta have a backlog just in
No,
case.
No backlogs.
We went on a good run of
you-
not getting ghosted for a
You're
while.
pretty
so.
good at this ghost game. Just keep laying them
You're
all
good
out.
at your craft.
We went on a good run and I got complaints, so I need to start
You know?
backpiling them just to make sure we don't.
I
run
give
through
you a
that
lot
problem
of shit.
again.
I give you a lot of shit, but I respect the craft.
The hustle.
You know?
It's the
Respect
hustle,
the
baby.
commitment.
Yeah, you're dedicated to the game, and you
I
know
committed
what?
to the bit. That's the
You know
point.
what? It's, that's what happens in Japan, right? People like choose the one thing and then they study that thing for life. And they become masters. That's you. You just the master at getting ghosted. Fucking
Dude.
And
write a book.
is that when you like become like a senpai?
Yeah. Hunter.
It's a senpai of
Start
ghosting.
a like writing on Medium. You can pop
Start a
off.
blog.
Yeah, start a
I'm gonna be out on a
blog.
date with a girl one day,
Shit.
and she's gonna be like in the process of like starting to say like, I don't think this is working. I'm like, stop, please, just ghost me. Please, don't do this. Just ghost me, please. It's better for the story.
I have this podcast.
I have this podcast. This would be great for the podcast, but if you do this in a nice, amicable way, it's not gonna be funny. So I need you to just ghost
Oh
me
my
instead.
Have you considered giving up?
No, I haven't. I think that's like the one thing that
It's probably
I don't
has
know,
a lot of mic noise right now.
I feel pretty proud of myself in that like I don't really let it get me down.
Leave it.
But I don't really let it get me down. It's one of those things. It's like, hey, if they weren't interested, then it's not someone I want to be with anyway. So there's gonna be someone better out there.
That's exactly why I'm saying give up.
Brandon is my biggest advocate for giving up and just.
Love yourself first.
I do
my
love
player.
myself. That's
love
not the
yourself
issue.
more.
Yeah, it's not an issue of me not loving
no,
myself.
Okay. Let me.
I don't think you're meaning like
If-
give up. Take
No,
a
no.
break.
Take a. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying. If this is you loving yourself, love yourself a little more first. That's all I'm saying.
No, I
He
feel
loves
some-
himself
All
every
I'm
day.
saying.
Yeah.
Every morning.
Every morning, huh?
I don't know. I feel
Phone out, hand in.
I'm very
I
happy
can
in my.
send you some reels.
Incognito mode.
You don't even have to.
Hey, I fit in that place on the TV right now.
Just look at
That's in
the
Busan.
just look at the reels I sent Dagger.
That's where I
Oh,
went for
send
the.
it.
That's
I
where I
love-
went for the film festival that I went to.
We don't care.
That's
We're
where
in
they
the
had
middle of a
Worlds last year.
podcast.
Symptom City has the best spa in Korea. I'll tell you
Oh,
that.
I've been
Really?
there, yeah.
Yes.
It's pretty good.
Cool.
Wanna go?
So update.
Did you
Team
go-
one,
did you
the
go to
team
the-
that we're
Wanna
rooting
go?
for.
Hey?
One
Did you go
game.
to like in the sauna, like the men's sauna has like a little bed. You.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
You should go, Hunter. Let's go.
I'll think about it.
Anyway, sorry. Yeah.
I'll just say update for the nerds listening.
Zero.
T1 just won their second game.
It's currently 2-0.
2-0. The team we're rooting for. T1. They're the Korean team versus the Chinese team. So we're rooting for
And
Korea.
Korea's last chance to
Yeah.
win gold.
They would be really sad if they lost this because then it's just 4 Chinese teams
In the
in the
Yeah, then we might as
remaining
well.
of the tournament
We might as
in
well
a
just
tournament
stop
that is
watching
held
this.
in
in Korea. Well, I was trying to remember. We can talk about this later. But I think last year was kind of a similar situation where it's just a bunch of, or not last year, last Worlds in Korea was just a bunch of non-Korean
yeah.
teams.
yes.
Yeah.
The finals
It actually-
was
I know the
was-
finals. I was trying to remember the semifinals.
China versus Europe.
Yeah. I was trying to remember who IG played in the semifinals.
It was the same thing though, in or maybe not exactly the same, but Worlds when it was in China last, it was also Korean team winning.
Also, it's
Kinda
never the home team winning.
Yeah, I think there might be something.
I
like
think
that.
so. World's in NA too.
Yeah, I don't think the home team in North America won.
I mean, as much as I like to shit over NA, like Europe too.
Yeah. Europe gets close though.
Well,
But I'm just
not
so
this
happy.
year.
Europe
This
only
year,
has
not
one,
this year,
one championship, right?
The first one.
No.
Yeah, the first one.
And there's a lot of argument if that counts or not, but we can.
I don't
save
think
that
it
for,
does,
We'll
but-
we'll save that for not podcast discussion. We can talk about it when we're watching the next game. So
Because
I
it
have.
wasn't really World.
Yeah, exactly.
What in Freak's
Um,
basement?
Yeah, basically. So I actually have a fun little game for us to play.
Uh-oh.
Not even a game, really.
God
I'm
damn
down.
it.
But
How
I had
many
I had something
fucking
prepared
games
for you
do
guys.
Okay.
I had
give
one
us-
question before that.
And his
Okay.
TikToks and his.
Are there any news of the week? Because I've been out of the country, and I barely have my phone with me.
Okay,
the whole-
so wait,
the whole
I
time.
got a good one. I got a good one actually.
Is there anything that
Um,
happened in Korea, like newsworthy?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is the thing that's currently trending.
Wait. We need the intro.
News.
Oh.
Thank you. Welcome back to the news. So the president, our great president, has been flirting with the idea on how to increase Korea's birth rate, and one of them has been to sort of take pressure off, the mothers who want to work and keep their jobs but have to juggle parenthood. And so with that comes, we should get babysitters, and it's expensive if Korean women want to be babysitters because they want to get paid well. So you see where this is going.
Yeah.
The key then is, okay, well, let's just lax some visa requirements on foreign imports of,
Women.
women to be domestic helpers. And here's the argument, though, then. They want to pay those domestic helpers based on not minimum wage in Korea, but minimum wage, or at least, let's say, competitive wage based on the countries that they come from.
Fuck off.
That's
absurd.
weird.
And so then with this,
Why the hell would they come over here?
exactly. No, they'll still get good money. It'll just be compared to their country good money, less than minimum wage in Korea. So that's why they're saying it's okay because they're still making more money than what they would back home.
But they would just go to
China or
China
Singapore.
or-
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
Singapore, Japan.
Anyways, now because this is getting a lot of traction, the next idea that is being flirted with is, well, if we're doing it for them, why only stop there? Why not apply that to all foreigners?
Oh shit.
So the next idea is that if that does go through, they're going to start looking at trying to change and base foreign wages instead of Korean minimum wage.
Wait, I'm okay with this actually.
Yeah, compared to my country. Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
No. So you guys don't go up. You guys stay where you are.
Okay.
Everyone who
Why?
comes from, hey?
Why?
Because it only
you're
goes
in Korea.
downwards.
It only goes downwards. That's the catch.
Oh, they're trying to make it
Yes.
cheaper to get.
They're making
foreigners.
it
Yeah.
cheaper to get foreigners. So if you're from a foreigner where your minimum wage is, or your standard of living is less than in Korea, you're going to get paid compared to that or relative to that.
Oh, good thing
Whereas
I'm
if you're
here.
just a normal foreigner, you'll make Koreans average.
They'll
or
just be like, we'll just pay you the Korean one. That's
minimum
fine.
wage.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. No, pay me in Iceland. It's fine.
It's
Iceland has super low wages, right?
It was funny because at work today, like we have to go give like the free chips and stuff like that, chips and salsa to the tables, and nice. And we usually give 2 little plates with the chips because the chips are in a basket, but you give 2 little plates because Koreans love to have the little plate where they can take the chips and put it on their plate and stuff. I don't know why.
Yes.
But there was a table of foreigners, and I grabbed the plates and the chips, and the worker was like, no, stop. And I was like, what? And they're like, we don't give plates to foreigners. And I was like, huh? They're like, yeah, we don't give plates to foreigners. And I was like, why? And they're like, because they don't use them. They just use their hands. And I was like, yeah, you're right, actually.
Yeah, I was thinking like, wait. But I think because as a foreigners lived here for a long time, I started using the plates.
Yeah.
But
But as soon as I said it, I realized I was like, oh yeah, like I've never used a plate to eat like the chips, like the tortilla chips and stuff. I just take it off and why would I need a plate?
Isn't it for the skinny ass Korean girls who like
take it and then put it
You
down?
guys say that. I'll never forget one of the first Korean women I met was my old co-teacher at my elementary school. To this day I've not met someone who's eaten more than her. And you guys know I eat a lot.
That is true.
Where the food went, and she was like so tiny, and I'm like,
But
wow.
I think it's usually that's the only food they ate that day. That's my theory.
Maybe.
I mean, that's how
I
I
don't,
eat.
Maybe,
no, I don't
but-
think so because I've had something like that too when I first moved to China. Like back home, I always ate a lot. Like shit, I ate a lot. My parents used to make fun of it. But then I moved to China, and then like everyone I met was just like thin, not so big. You wouldn't think that they eat a lot, but every one of them fucking ate more than I did. It was crazy.
No, it's insane.
And it's not like a 1 meal a day type thing. It was like every meal.
I have a theory that just like in countries like this where you walk a lot,
That's always my theory. Yeah.
it just happens naturally. Whereas in America, you drive to the restaurant, eat a shit ton of food, drive home and lay down. Like you're not really getting
Walking
that
does
walk
help, but like
fitness.
it's so. I recently was reading an article that I am very skeptical of because it was sort of comparing, modern day man with the fucking caveman Unga Bunga, Neanderthals, whatever.
James.
Supposedly, we are, at our desk jobs using as much energy as what they did running around in the bushes.
I mean, the brain uses a lot, right?
Yeah, no. And so that's the thing. The brain uses so much, but fucking the food we eat is just so terrible that we can't keep up. So that's why I don't think the walking thing works as much. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's the desktop plus the walking. That's kind of,
I don't know.
That's interesting.
I don't know.
But the walking is definitely why I couldn't just have fucking huge calves. Jesus.
Yeah.
No.
From a young age.
From a young
That's
age.
that's something you can only
yeah.
train from a young age.
No, from a young age, they just have calves the size of my fucking thigh, and I'm like, okay, flex, flex more me,
You got
flex
good-
more me,
you got good
8-year-old
calves,
boy,
you don't have to
flex
worry.
more me, 8-year-old boys.
Dangerous thing to
Wait.
say. It's cancel worthy right there. I don't know
Oh,
about that.
where's
one.
your mind?
It's okay. It doesn't work out of school.
Oh, true. Yeah, you're
I work with 18-year-old.
So I have it. So I have a
Game.
Yeah, it's not really a game. It's just like it was something that I was thinking about, and it's gonna be a situation. I'm gonna tell you the story first, and then I'm gonna ask you the question. Like I'm gonna tell you my answer, then I'll ask you the question. Okay. So I was doing this like kind of backtracking of my mind, and I think right now is probably the happiest time of my life. Like this period of time is the happiest I've been in my lifetime.
Okay.
And I attribute a lot of that to the friends that I have and where I'm living, which is Korea. And the only reason I came to Korea was because I really liked League of Legends
Only?
in 2018. And I came here for the
It's
World
not the reason
Championship.
you stayed though.
There we go.
But I came to Korea in
Let her finish,
2018,
let her
really
finish.
loved it, and was like, wow, I want to go back, and came for a second time. And then after that, that's when I was like, okay, I think I want to go live there. So I can kind of attribute the reason that I became interested in Korea was because of League of Legends. And the only reason I was interested in League of Legends was because I met my friend Kyle in middle school, who introduced me to the game.
This is still the game.
And the only reason I met my friend Kyle, because I met him in Florida, was because we
course
moved,
his name's Kyle from
moved from
Florida.
Tennessee. We moved from Tennessee to Florida. And the only reason I moved from Tennessee to Florida was because my parents got divorced. And so I can attribute the climax of my life right now, the happiest moment of my time in my life, to my parents getting divorced.
No, I was
You
just saying
climaxed
no,
when
no,
your
no. Even
parents
go
got
further. No, go
I'm saying
further.
currently,
No,
like
Hunter,
the
go further back.
happiest time
Don't
of my
stop.
life.
Don't stop there. Don't stop there. the happiest moment of your life is all attributed to your parents fucking and making you. Picture that one.
But there was no,
Picture it.
Picture it. Picture that one, Hunter.
so I just thought it was funny to think about like what I believe right now has been like the most happiest time of my life and the catalyst for what caused that. So my game for you guys is to tell me what is your what point of your life was like the happiest you've been, and what do you think was like the catalyst for that happening?
Right now, drinking a beer with my homies.
Yeah, probably right now. Like, and maybe not this moment, but
I was gonna say, do you have like a maybe you guys have a more like specific event, like maybe like a certain thing that happened, like an experience you had that was like the most crazy, like happiest moment you've
I
had?
have one.
Okay.
Go.
I remember very clearly this actually.
Has Sophie watched the podcast?
No,
It was when
has
your
nothing to
it was
do
when
with
your sister came to Korea, right?
No.
yours?
That was Hunter's.
It has nothing to do with any of those things. There was a period of time when I was experimenting with mushrooms.
Delicious.
And yeah. And I went like I was doing my due diligence. I didn't want to just like fuck around with it because I knew how powerful it was and like how it really does change your mind in a way. It kind of really does change you too. So I was being very careful with it, like basically learning about dosages and then learning or figuring out the time that I think that I'm okay enough, stable enough to take it so that I don't have a bad trip. Finding the right place with the right
tripping.
people. Oh, for sure.
Okay.
So basically, I went up different dosages, right? I went from like 1.5 to 3, then to 4.5, then I did 6, then I did 7, and then I did 10. 4.5 was probably the best one, I think. But 10, I can say was the time I felt the happiest in my life. And it also got scary to a point because I thought that I was going to be stuck in that condition. And it was a very weird thought because I was so happy and just smiling and laughing. And then I thought, if I'm stuck like this, I'm going to be crazy. But then I thought like, but why would it be crazy to just be so happy all the time? And I had this like whole little philosophical debate in my head. But yeah, I actually do remember very clearly that that was the day with the most happiness that I ever felt in my life. It was just, it was insane how abundant it was. And it was just because of the mushrooms.
So kids, don't do drugs. But if you do, go up till 10.
No, if you do,
If you
hit
do,
me up
don't
for
worry,
advice.
you will-
Be careful.
Don't worry, you will come down eventually.
No. Trust me.
Not
it's-
always, no.
Do not.
Yeah.
Just don't do it.
No,
I actually do
mushrooms
say that.
are a thing that sort of in some jobs where they ask you if you've done it, it's because they legally cannot hire you given what it does to your brain.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Shit. I'll
It's
just say
up.
no.
So yeah, always just say no.
No, like actually, I think that like for example, with weed, I wouldn't say don't do it. It's like it's your choice. But with shrooms, I would be like, be very careful. Like,
Yeah.
do not take it as the light thing because I do think that it can potentially have really bad repercussions.
And it does, yeah.
So that's the funny thing. Hey, like, you can't tell kids don't do drugs because it's like the happiest I've ever been in my life came from drugs.
No,
No. Kids, don't do drugs. Adults, you make your choice.
that was like you'd also tell kids not to do it. That just makes them want to do it more.
True.
So the question is, what was the catalyst that led to that event?
Yeah, why did you take the drugs?
But not why did he take the drugs? What caused him to want to also be in the situation where he wanted to take the drugs?
Yeah, why did you take drugs?
How far back can you trace it?
I think
Not talking about your parents fucking.
Why? Hunter, this is like, no.
it all comes back
No,
to
it
that.
always goes back to that. That's what I'm saying.
Because when your grandparents fucked,
Yeah.
they made your mom. And
What
they
was
made your dad.
about World War II?
More so like an event that happened to you, like specifically, like
No.
something like
It's
a
not
big
a-
But
event.
divorce didn't happen to you. It happened to your parents.
But I was alive and
I
like
mean, it-
experiencing
it
that.
kind of
It
does
affects-
happen
it
to
affects
too.
kids.
Yeah.
So your
I guess.
birth then.
I would say,
But that's the thing. It's my birth didn't cause my parents' divorce. Well,
Hunter's a bet.
Sure
Can
about
you
that,
please
buddy?
let us know?
there's not anything that like I'm involved in that was
Beth,
a
can you
catalyst
let
to my
us-
parents' divorce.
No,
is
but
what
that's
I'm
what I'm
That
saying.
you
No,
know.
no.
that I know of.
You know, that's what I'm saying.
It's
Yeah.
probably all those pets you killed.
God damn it.
I forgot about that. Fuck.
I will never forget
Fuck.
that.
No. I have to relive it. Dogger, why? The trauma. I wasn't even there, but the trauma I faced.
No, I just think it was like when I was like around 12, 13, I started having my teenage rebellious phase. And so I started drinking, smoking, and then I think the most just like natural step was trying weed. And then when I did,
Weed is a gateway.
Slippery
I mean,
Gateway to happiness.
that's why I
apparently.
disagree with that, because I'm like, well, no, it was alcohol. Like I started drinking first.
no,
That's what
I-
made me
that's
want.
what
Please don't
I've
make
always
sense.
said.
Please,
Anyways,
how dare you
alright.
make sense?
Point is,
Anyway,
I started smoking. Then it was like I with my group of friends, we did kind of set ourselves a limit that we said we're only going to take like natural drugs. So we didn't want to go into like,
Methamphetamine.
yeah, and coke
Fentanyl.
What is the category of that? I've heard the word before, but I don't remember what it is right now.
and narcotics.
Narcotics. That's it. Yeah.
So yeah, we didn't want to go into that. So we definitely all did try these things together. It was kind of like 3 teenage guys who were just kind of like growing up and
Will
experimenting
they
by
fuck?
themselves.
Won't they fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, they definitely fucked.
We did a bunch of stuff.
Look at him, huh? This man, how many times has he said the story about, oh yeah, for New Year's we dress up like women and do what?
That's an Ecuadorian tradition.
Yeah, I'm watching you.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What you mean, really? This man has said the story so many times.
it's
Yeah,
an
I remember.
Ecuadorian tradition. But yeah, it's. I think if you boil it down to, it's just like the typical teenage rebellious phase kind of thing, and I was like a kind of an extreme of that.
But except for a drug-induced happiness.
This man's never been happy in his life.
No, I'm.
Next.
I think that's a fine one.
I
to
think
go with.
I'm generally speaking in a very like good place. So it's very hard for me to find another one that stands out.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because it's like the happiest I am, I would say now. But if I had to look for a specific moment,
Yeah.
fucking when I won the League of Legends Championship in South Africa,
Yeah,
baby.
that's a big one.
Hey, what was the catalyst? Just getting fucking addicted to a video game.
What got? Okay, so then, but then there's,
But
there's
you,
something
so
to
you have a
that.
memory of, like, you can think of a memory about whatever he was saying.
Oh, so like work it back?
Or like,
Yeah,
Nothing
back.
traumatic.
okay.
Get dramatic.
No, nothing traumatic.
Oh,
Oh, you
nothing
Because
traumatic.
I have like a different perspective
No,
on this.
it's like no, because that's what I'm saying. I generally try to just make every day the happiest by sort of just looking at the things I can be happy for, because comparatively, shit. And that's not to say I wasn't happy or I didn't have happier moments, but I think overall, right now is the happiest.
I think
I know
Dogger-
why.
Wait. I was gonna say I think
What do you-
Dogger. I think Dogger has a good point that I should clarify. I guess like for me, like the happiest like moment of my life is like living in Korea, and so living
Okay,
in Korea
that's
to
a-
me is like the thing that's making me the happiest in my life to this point. And so I guess like that I can trace
Ah,
back. So
okay.
not just like a general time period of being happy, but like a singular event, or like even though it's not like a single day event, but like a singular event or thing that has happened to you where you felt the most happiness because of it.
League of Legends. Then like it was winning. So
Yeah.
because the sort of idea was when I first started playing, man, I was dog shit. But I just played with like a group of my actually Asian friends, Chinese dudes. Also, this camera died.
Yes. Okay. You can keep going. It's fine.
Oh, so now when I'm speaking,
No,
you
we
don't
have
put
the other
my
the other
camera on.
cameras.
But when you're speaking, your camera's gonna show you.
Guy.
Am I wrong?
You ain't wrong.
No, put it on.
It's just because of our skin color.
Yeah. That's my boy.
Quite similar though.
I know. Fuck this. This is. I said this is the happiest I've ever been. Huh, also the lightest I've ever been.
join-
What do you know?
Join me going tanning.
What do you know? The whiter the better, lads.
Join me in the tanning salon. I'm gonna go to the tanning salon.
I low key thought about it because I'm just so tired of being so pasty.
I'm keeping all this in.
No, wait, what?
All
no!
All of this is staying
Get
in.
out of there, owner!
Oh no, run baby. Okay, wait.
Fucking
wait.
Poppy.
I don't know what are you
He
doing?
goes back in,
Stop
motherfucker.
standing up, dude.
Okay.
He can do it.
Okay.
So we just
Got cool down.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Let's go!
Fuck yeah!
So sick.
Dude, I'm wearing
If we're
his
keeping
shirt
in
right
this,
now.
lower
Hey.
the mics. Fuck yeah! owner,
hopefully,
let's go.
hopefully that compression
That was
tool's
just,
gonna work hard on that one.
Crazy cool play.
I was gonna say, I know why Brandon is the happiest now.
I know too.
Because you couldn't eat shit when you were younger, and now you can eat everything.
Okay, no, wait.
What?
I wasn't gonna say that.
Yeah, I
No,
wasn't
no.
either.
He
I
had,
wa-
he
no,
had
I was
allergies for
allergic
everything.
to everything.
Oh.
No, all I could
You
eat.
grew out of it.
Oh, 'cause it's
No,
peanut.
I ate my way
Yeah.
out of it.
Yeah.
No, I ate my way out of my allergies. So the biggest allergy I had was
You should preface with that.
What?
I was
Oh shit.
no context.
You just say that to an African guy.
So I was just allergic. That's why I couldn't eat anything.
Wait, no, I just got it.
I was like, hold up.
Wait.
Wait, fuck no. Oh shit. League of
I
Legends.
mean, I know he went to a
Wait,
white school, but
League of Legends. League of Legends. No, I just started playing with my Chinese friends. So that's why, the LNG, let's do something. But T1, let's win. But we just had fun, and we weren't good, but we were good for how shit we were. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like we punched above our weight.
Mhm.
And so one of the teams, or like a new team, were like, "Oh, these guys are pretty good. They went undefeated," but they also knew nothing about the League of Legends scene. We were undefeated against like bronzes and
Yeah.
silvers. So he was like, "Wow, these guys must be good," and we were like, "Yeah, we're
Psych.
good, psych." But we'll accept. So they like sponsored us, gave us free shit,
That's cool.
and they eventually realized, wait, these guys are shit. So they signed a second team because they were like, we can't just have a shit team, right?
Yeah.
So I was the captain of the shit team, and then they signed a second team that was much like they were
so
the
you
Yeah.
became like the B squad.
yeah, we became the B squad. But like the other team they signed were like probably the second best team in South Africa at the time. And at that stage there was only ever one team in South Africa that kept winning. And they'd played in European tournaments as well. and
Yeah.
So
Oh, so you had like a
The-
league. and
yeah,
everything
like
for
a
it,
league, sort of. But the team that was winning always won, and they played like European teams. They were just really, really good.
Yeah.
And eventually, yeah, we just kept on losing in every tournament. But the top team sort of imploded because, no, not the top team between our two teams.
Yeah.
Because they kept on trying so long to try and beat the number one team in the country, and they couldn't. And then the guy was like, well, we don't want to have two shit teams. We're making one shit team now, but you guys better win. So they were like, okay, well, the only person they kept from the B team was me. Because the captain of the first team mental boomed and he left. So they're like, Brandon, you're going to be captain. The best player left the squad. And I was like, well, shit, we lost the captain and the best player. I got to do stuff. And so I was like, but I'm also shit at the game. So I was just like, mentality, practice, all that shit. And then, I don't know, eventually they bought into my shit. The best player was like, I like your team. My brother plays. Can I come back? The captain who left was like, hey, get me in. I'll come back. And everyone just came. And then it was the first time we beat the first time that the number one team in South Africa lost the game. It's also the first year they just lost entirely. And we just smacked them in the final. I think our first game in the finals took 18 minutes.
Wow.
No, like we smacked them and we said, can we go home?
For a game that the people don't know, usually a game is like 30 minutes.
That's
to
like
40
beating
minutes.
someone like 7-0 in soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we just clapped them in 18 minutes and I stood up and I said, can we go home? I was like, I'm going to just give it to these guys.
Back then, that's even before you were able to surrender.
Yeah. You could. They couldn't even leave the game if they wanted to. We decided. And so after clapping them, so there was a lot of like back and forth of not banter, but just a lot of shit talking.
Yeah.
I was so fucking happy after we went. I couldn't even shit talk. I just sat there smiling. I let everyone else hold the trophy, and I just sat there like, fuck yeah, I did this.
Nice.
Nice.
So what was the catalyst?
And the catalyst for that
Track it
was
back.
getting addicted to the game because of my ex-girlfriend's brother. And then what was funny, because that's how I started the game. But the year where the two teams imploded before we became one team was the year that my ex-girlfriend kind of cheated on me. Not kind of, she did.
So the ex-girlfriend that's brother introduced you?
Yeah.
So you got League of Legends through the brother,
Yes.
through the girlfriend. So then how did you meet the girlfriend?
No. I met the girlfriend at university. I played for fun. She cheated on me the year we imploded and everyone imploded. And I was like, well, fuck, what do I do now? And then we sort of got back together again. You know, I was just like, oh, I forgive you, blah, blah, blah. But for 1 year of us being together, I was like, I'm just going to play League of Legends and get good. Fuck this chick.
You
And
showed
that's
her,
what I
yeah.
did. Yes, I showed her.
So in a way,
I showed her.
so anyway, getting cheated on.
So get cheated on,
Sent you
win
there.
games.
It's a key to become good at League of Legends.
Does it get cheated on?
Ah, nerd.
Hi, Dogger. What about
Oh
you?
no.
Now, this my perspective is kind of different on this topic. While fucking Gomiyoshi gets killed,
Fuck it. It's
The
5
bailout.
minutes.
Oh,
Oh!
no! So close.
Franco!
Nope, he doesn't
Oh,
have a
no.
soldier. No
Yeah,
soldier.
no
No soldier.
And
Puppy.
no, oh,
Puppy!
yeah, let's go.
Nope.
He's smited. He's smited. He's got it.
I'll cut this part
Yeah,
out.
he's got it. He's got one more charge in.
Catch
No,
him.
nope, he's out. He's out.
Jesus, why is Ophelia so fast?
Because Oriana. Oriana gave
Like
him
adjacent.
Oriana put her QW on.
Yeah.
Maybe Kenyan.
Damn, great escape. Anyway.
Yeah, so my perspective on this is kind of different. Like, of course, I have happy memories throughout my life, but as this is a cliche, like all of my experiences through my life are what led to me being here today. It's no like one thing that got.
I'm gonna
me
interrupt you. When I was saying this, you gave me shit. Give him shit.
Yeah. No, what's like a singular, do you have like a singular moment in your life of just like an event that
Just
happened or
choose
something
one
you
thing.
did that just made you extremely happy?
Doesn't have to be the happiest.
Yeah, it doesn't have to
Made
be
me
that.
happy.
Like very happy. Top 5.
Yeah.
Top 4.5.
Even if you can't, if it's like you can't choose between like 2 or 3 things, like what's one that you felt was like,
Probably the day that I landed in Korea for my exchange study.
Oh.
Because coming from Iceland, and I've only been to like cities in Europe. I guess I had been in like LA before, but I'd never seen like a city as ridiculous as Seoul, right? Never seen so fucking many big buildings and shit, and I was just like, wow.
All the neon lights.
All the neon lights and shit. I guess that's the moment that made me happy. But like, it's not the happiest I've been in my life, but it's a moment I remember.
What was the traumatic catalyst that brought you here?
My friend Daniel dragging me here
Thanks, Daniel.
how'd you meet Daniel?
Damn,
Daniel.
Daniel.
Oh, back at it with a van.
through our friend Teddy.
How'd you meet Teddy?
Since he moved into my building when I was 7.
Oh.
Oh.
And the
Did
reason,
so-
the reason I moved to that building was because my
Did you
parents
sleep with this
fucked.
steady?
There you go. So
Yes.
meeting Teddy was your
I mean, yeah. it's,
making a friend. How did you and Teddy become friends? Do you remember? or was it just like
his mom brought
kids?
him to our door and say, "Hey, you guys should play."
And Teddy was bored because his parents fought. Yeah. All leads back to
Who would have
that.
thought?
Who would have thought?
No, that's what I keep
Yeah,
saying with
meeting
like
Teddy.
all of these stories and like we need to go
Yeah, I
back
mean,
and
it's,
say
like
stories.
I have,
it's
I have a
just exciting
million
to-
stories I can say when I was happy.
Yeah.
I mean, today drinking and
That's
watching
what I said,
League
drink
with
with
the
the
boys.
lads,
You know,
Yeah.
Shit.
No, it's not. It's not supposed to be
hey,
like a.
this
I
trip
mean,
in-
mine was just like a thought experience for myself. It doesn't have to be like a traumatic thing.
this
to
trip in
happen.
Bali with my friends was
It's
fucking
just fun
amazing.
to think about like what led to certain events.
That's what I'm saying. You can always keep going. That's why I love conspiracy theories because I'm like, just fucking go deeper. Huh? Like especially like I always use it as an example. The moon landing was fake. Why the fuck would we fake the moon landing? Huh? Oh, the lads got very
Well, there
quiet.
is, I think, a logical reason
No, no,
why
no,
you
no, no, I-
would, but
no,
I
no,
still
no.
don't think it is.
No, that's what I'm saying, Brian. That's what I'm saying. For me, go further.
Dude, where was I the other day?
I faked the landing on Saturn, huh?
Earth is fake.
Oh, that's what it was. I went with some friends drinking in Conde a few days ago, and we're all sitting in this. We got like one of those like private rooms and like
Yeah.
a place, whatever. We're all drinking, and we're talking about something. And I said, I brought up, I was like, you know what's crazy is that there is a significant amount of people, like more than you would assume, that just
That was a good
don't
one.
believe in dinosaurs.
Yeah.
That just genuinely believe dinosaurs probably weren't real.
No. Or they believe in dinosaurs. They just believe men and dinosaurs existed at the same time.
No. I'm talking about people who don't believe in dinosaurs at all. Like
I
think
know,
that
that's a
dinosaurs
big-
did not exist.
Yeah.
And everyone at the table's like, What? No, there is not people like that. I was like, no, there are. Like I've met people who are like this. My sister is one of them.
There's 8 billion.
My sister.
How are you calling your sister? She watches our podcast.
Because I'm calling her out on it. She knows. She's one of those things. She's like, I know it's stupid, but just like I don't get it. How can dinosaurs be real? And I'm
How
like,
can't they?
Have you seen a chicken?
that's what I said. Well, anyway, point is, I'm talking about this, and everyone's like, oh, that's crazy. And this one girl who I met her first time that night, she's at the other end of the table, she goes, actually, I don't think dinosaurs are real. And I was like, point made.
What the hell are you hanging out with?
I think your sister needs to see a Balinese chicken or an Indonesian chicken, and then see like an American chicken. Then she'll believe
Dude,
dinosaurs. are real.
Americans
No,
don't
but
actually see chickens either.
They don't. They see
No.
hormone-infused things.
Yeah, because I saw a Balinese
Monsters.
chicken. They're so small.
Mhm.
And
I
like,
believe it's called bologna chicken.
what? Cut that out. No, but they're so small, and then you see like another country's chicken, and they're fucking huge. So like dinosaurs.
I feel like
aliens, bro.
I'm just gonna say I think Dogger jumped a lot, but point made.
No, just seeing the
Point
size
made.
difference,
Yeah, no.
you'll be like, what the fuck?
Dogger has jumped a lot.
It's just so funny because my brother-in-law, her husband, is just like, I don't get it either, man. Like, she'll say it, and I'm just like, what? And he just looks at me. He's like, I don't know.
Alabama, dude.
He's like, she's my wife, and I love her, but she is a little weird about that. She's like, I don't get it.
She's my wife and my cousin, and I love her.
I was literally thinking that now as well. Yeah.
They were
So, yeah.
they were at the Alabama football game yesterday.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I know flat earthers too, and
Oh, yeah.
it's
You and your
part of
We
brother
talked
deep
about
in the
that.
flat earther groups. Yeah, you've
Yeah.
mentioned that.
I
you've
mean,
infiltrated.
we're infiltrated. Just, but I don't know why, because like it makes me so mad, and I didn't want to be there. They just pulled me in.
Oh, it's so good.
I hate it.
I love
Well,
it
it couldn't
when
have been gravity that pulled you in because that's not real.
No, I was gonna say I love it when they don't use like they don't
That's
always
that
use
one here.
science.
No, but
The other
that's
one,
the thing.
yeah.
Now
If,
it's your.
if
Now you
you're
gotta-
a-
you gotta
if
keep
you're-
shooting.
if you're a flat earther, you also don't believe in gravity.
That's what I'm at.
No,
Are
but
you talking about
the
the
best part,
song
they
by?
use their own science, and then they prove
what is
themselves wrong with their own science.
Yeah.
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 They don't even use real science. They use their own shit.
It's all fake news, man.
Gravity. Anyway, this was an episode about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I liked it. It was
Yeah.
fun.
This is a good
I
episode.
had fun.
Yeah. And you know what's going to be even more fun? What we're about to say on our Patreon.
Hell yeah, brother.
And so if you guys are interested, go check it out, and we'll see you over there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Bye.